Hello and welcome back to me and my blog, where I attempt to do things in Minecraft and just talk about things. And talking about things, since last time I found out that you can dig much deeper now. It shows that I haven't played Minecraft in a long time, but I thought like the scale goes from whatever height, I think it's 64 is like a standard height, and then you can go down all the way to 0. That's just bedrock level. Turns out, no, there's an additional minus 64 or something levels below 0. And that's where actual diamonds appear. I'm basically here on the highest level where diamonds can appear. I just learned that recently. I mean, I still have something here that I can... I found some lapis last time I was here, so there's some... what did I say? Underground lake, almost sea. It's that big. And that explains why. Because I did never expect this at like level 12. Which means I need more stuff to dig down. More leathers and stuff. Fun. At least I still have some things here, so plenty of things for me to discover. And yeah. But because of that unfortunate mistake, well, I didn't know, but I also didn't expect this. I do have, okay. So we need more wood. Oh. Wait, let me just, okay. I was like, did I plant this one last time? No, it is just I didn't take care of this tree. That's why there were still leaves left. Okay. I should probably have built here instead of this level. Nah, I guess I will just build some stairs or something here. And then just make a field here. Either with the berries, for example, or just traditional Minecraft food. Bread. Which I have some now, thanks to the village. Or potatoes. I completely forgot. I have those potatoes now. What I could I definitely need more wood. I need more. Let's finally start with some birches. I'm just sad that there aren't any. What are the savanna trees called again? Minecraft. Can't remember. But these ones have really cool wood. So, but well, birches are also fine. I like their lighter color. Just in general, oak is just my least favorite tree in Minecraft for some reason. Funny thing is, in real life, I do really like how oaks look like. I mean, not just how they look like, but like the fruits look funny. Their own appearance, and they can be like become like super old, like hundreds of years. It's still impressive every time. Where I live, for example, there is in one of the parks, they have one of these like 100 something, almost 200-year-old oaks. It's massive. We also have an acorn, really big, but that's like only only 80 years old. Only, I say, as if this is like, yeah, this tree isn't really old. Who cares? We only want the old ones. Only those are really good ones. Only 80 years? Nobody cares. What do you want with an 80-year-old tree? It's a baby. Maybe I should just put some here. Just to make sure that nothing weird spawns. Yeah, maybe you two should be gone. Okay. Maybe some of it should be transformed into some extra coal. Maybe that's a good idea. This should hopefully suffice for another... Wait, how much was it? I think 60... No. What did I read? 53. So minus 53 is where I'm supposed to be if I want some... If I want some diamonds. It's 27, that's definitely not close enough. That's a bit too much, but well. Oh, I still have ladders. Well, okay. I'm stupid. GG. But let us go down now. I have... Maybe I should get some... Since this is like... I would like to treat this at some point as an additional something. Or maybe not, who knows. Maybe it's just... will always just be there to mock me. But regardless of that... I don't want to use my iron egg. It's not an iron egg axe, it's not a iron pickaxe, it's a... What? Oh, this is this deep. Yeah, I read about this. That there's a new kind of stone this deep. Alright. Alright. Damn, it's dark here. Yeah, that there's a new kind of like deep stone. If you dig deeper. I really have not played for a long time. I hope you can tell. We are now on minus 12. That's too far. That's way too far away from where I want to be. Still. What did I want to say today actually? Oh, right. I remember. I wanted to tell everyone how cold it is. It's winter, so of course it's cold. It's just it's minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit, not Fahrenheit. Celsius. Yeah, I've talked to some people recently who use Fahrenheit, so I'm mix it up. No, I'm using the proper scale. I mean, some people, but Kelvin. Nobody uses Kelvin in real life. Oh, another cave. Another cave. Let's just seal it for now. Oh, alright. Okay. Oh, I used the wrong pickaxe. Oh no, that was for the redstone. So, minus 20 degrees Celsius is very cold. This has only happened a few times in my life here where I live. Now, I'm sure some people that live more in the north, they're like, please, that's like normal temperature here every winter. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's so cool that it's actually very cold. When I go outside and it's minus 20 degrees, every time it did, well actually the last time it did was the first time I had a beard. No, not the first time I had a beard, but the first time it was that cold when I already had a beard. It happened, the minus 20 stuff, that happened before as well, and I have a beard for many years now, but you know, it literally froze it. Like my beard got frozen while outside. Oh, 51, 52, 53. That's what the internet says. Oh, I didn't want to get a screenshot. Ugh. Why do I try to use escape to get rid of this? Anyway. Like that cold. It literally took the moisture that comes out of my nose when you just breathe normally. It froze my beard. I have never experienced this before, and now it happened again. And it probably will happen a few more times in the future. Unless it warms, like global warming. I don't know if it will affect me a lot where I live. I'm quite certain it will affect a lot of people at other places. And at least during summer, I can definitely tell, and everyone said that it was the hottest summer since I don't know how many years. Even officially, it was. This is the same thing they said about last summer and the summer before. So you can imagine. Oh, sure, there are some people. Well, there can be periods where it's warmer. Of course, there can. Of course, except we have literally scientific papers from what is it, 12, 15, I can't remember, but something around that age, that even says that they are already polluting the air so much that it will cause a change in temperature in the future. But that's not their problem because they will not be alive when it happens. They literally wrote it that way. If I could just remember what the I know I've read it. I read it through. It was in German, if I remember correctly. Or was it in English? I can't remember. I need to find this again. But they literally admit, yeah, shit's bad. Shit is bad. We won't be alive, so it doesn't matter to us. What? Like, okay. You care that little. Fine. But like, they knew. We know now. We have lots of scientists saying there's data, everything. People still are like, They're still like, I don't believe what this scientist says. Sorry, I had to count. I'm just confused. Why? It's literally like we have proof for so many things that are right in front of our nose, right? Nobody does these things, and then suddenly like, oh, temperature? I don't know. I don't know. It's not actually like a problem. It doesn't affect me. Yes, we are the generation that has to deal with this now. If they literally said this over 100 years ago, that in 100 years people will be affected, and now we have lots of scientists saying, yeah, it is happening. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weird guy here. And they just, know better. The people who say it's not a problem. I mean, I study biology, right? Not meteorology, right? I study bodies, human medicine, kind of. As a biologist, basically. So what do I know about the weather? I mean, talking about biology, boy, could I get into like vaccines and stuff? Because that's actually something I do understand and I know about. That is stuff like where I'm the expert, so to say. I mean, I'm not fresh with my studies. I'm studying for like a lot of years now. Oof. And I have my yeah. I have at least, how do you call it, like 50 degrees and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's like people on purpose try to be stupid. Just like they maybe even know that what they say is completely wrong. And they yet try to defend it just because they don't want to look like idiots. They do look like idiots if they do that. Well, that's just how it is. What can you do? Oh, does this cook a bit faster now? Right, last time I talked about cooking iron. Now we're talking about cooking gold. I don't know much about gold in your body, to be honest. Like, you don't really need it. Iron, yes. Gold, not sorry, not so much. Though, in general, I wouldn't really recommend like trying to eat like metal bars or ingots or whatever. You shouldn't try to eat a gold ingot, an iron ingot, or like literally anything that is directly made out of metal. Maybe the iron one is a bit funny because maybe that will actually help you to intake some additional iron, but it's still weird. Don't do that. It's not good for your teeth. Um, Licking salt, however, talking about like minerals and like metals, you can lick a salt stone. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you really know it's just normal cooking salt, like unprocessed, just a slap of like a salt stone, fresh from the mountain. I mean, I think I've seen it recently in the shop. You can literally buy these like big salt stones to prepare your food and them to like naturally salt your food while preparing. Looks a bit fancy to me. I guess it works. You have this extra tasty salt or something. I don't know. The point is that. What was the point? I don't know what the point is. Don't try to eat metal directly. Don't lick every salt or mineral that you can find unless you are geologist from 100 years ago. They tend to do that. They are not the people who talked about the weather changes. They were other people that talked about it 100 years ago. Though I did hear that some geologists still leak stuff nowadays when they try to find new minerals, or at least try to find out what mineral they're dealing with. It's not recommended, and it's mostly just the very old ones. Another funny story, when I studied chemistry, now they'll be like, wait, didn't you just talk about, yes, listen, I swapped subjects many times being chemistry, physics, and then biology. A lot of times, I know. Much more, it's a lot more than a lot of people do, but still. And one thing that both happened in chemistry and in biology, actually, as well, in the lab, they literally said, don't try the things in the don't try the fluids that you have there, don't inhale the gases and stuff to find out what they are, especially if they're toxic. Yes, some of them you can recognize by their smell, by their taste. It's not recommended, obviously, if it's like toxic, but it was the norm. Even like, I think like shortly before I started actually studying, 5-10 years ago, not now, but like 5 to 10 years before I started studying, that was still something people did regularly. And I studied for, like in total, about 10 years now. Bit more, yeah. So 20, 25 years ago, people still did that. I mean, if you're that brave. Of course. They were right. This is the right height for diamonds. Scientific facts about diamonds. Ooh, okay. Now, you can also lick a diamond, by the way, when we're talking about this. But I highly doubt that people lick diamonds to find out if it's a diamond. Because I am quite certain, I'm not sure, I've never tried it, the diamonds don't taste like anything. Should you lick a diamond? Where was the light thingy? Ooh, 8. Ooh, barely. I guess you can try. It's to my knowledge, it's not toxic. I don't recommend it because I generally don't recommend to lick things unless we talk about the salt stones, and even then, it's cooking salt. Cooking salt stones, you know? They come from the mountain or from the sea, but then it's not a stone. But, it's cooking salt. If we talk some magnesium salts, magnesium sulfate, for example, very bad idea to lick that unless you want to spend the next some time on the toilet. There are some mineral waters, for example, that like literally get sold as healing waters. They contain magnesium sulfate in small doses. Unfortunately, I drank one of these ones because my mother bought it when we were in Croatia, because she thought it's normal mineral water, like normal water you can drink, because we had nothing to drink at the moment, so we bought some water. Unfortunately, it was that kind of water, and yeah, it was not a fun experience, but at least I can tell you now it's not a fun experience. Otherwise, it would be only just something I could tell you from hearing from others. I can tell you first-hand experience. Don't do it. Not enjoyable. You will not die from this, of course, but unless you have reasons, don't. Don't. It's a bad idea. Diamonds. I wanted to talk about diamonds. Why did I want to talk? Anyway, we all know, some of us at least, the diamonds are formed under pressure deep, deep in the earth. Not in Minecraft, but in the real life. Made from carbon. Cool, cool. Can have different colors. Okay. Or do you need a diamond? Oh, that pickaxe would be a good idea, yeah. So, they are also quite expensive. We all know that. The problem is, artificially created diamonds are cheaper, you know, and have a higher quality. Let's say you want to surprise your loved ones. Okay? Let's just say that. Whoever is your significant other, your partner, whatever, someone you care about, and you're like, I'm going to get this person a nice and fancy diamond ring. I don't know if you can go into like a jewelry and ask for artificial diamond in your ring or whatever sort of accessories you want to create there. If you can though, do that. And one thing, for example, at my local university, one of them, there are multiples here, I know it's complicated. At the Department of Chemistry, or Institute of Chemistry, the professor, when I studied still there, he's the professor who is like responsible for the whole, is it called hard body chemistry or like solid body chemistry? I tried to translate it right now, but something like that. They literally have a machine in the basement that can create diamonds. He said you can literally come, literally, I said literally not, you can just basically come with a, what's it called, a pencil, usually made of wood, you know, and I think it's graphite, yeah, which is also, by the way, made out of carbon. You can go there, take a pencil, give it to them, they will use a lot of pressure, since they have the machine, and turn your pencil into a diamond. The best part is for students it's free, he said. Maybe you do know also a local chemistry department at your university, and maybe they also have nice people there who, you know, just for fun, like to make diamonds. Even at a small price, but still, it's going to be cheaper than any other diamond you can buy. Probably. It should be, since literally the raw material is, well, in this case it would have been a wooden pencil. So, like, you know, don't buy diamonds. First of all, they're like the the situation the miners are in is probably really bad. It's like, what it is, like mostly Africa and stuff where it's from, and then like people are treated badly over there, and it's cheaper, at least what I think and what I've been told. I cannot speak from experience from buying them because I've never done that so far, because I unfortunately lack someone to give the diamond to. But you know, if If you want to save some money. Huh? What is this? Tough. Never heard about that. I need to Google that. Interesting. Another new stone I do not know. Man, so many things have changed in Minecraft. Wow. I don't know what tough is. At least I don't know the English word. Maybe I've encountered this stone in before, but like I have no idea what tough is in my language. I hope it's a very tough stone. At least I know that limestone, for example, is not made out of lime. It does not taste like lime. I think. I've never tried to taste it. Maybe it tastes like lime. Whatever. Diamonds. Oh, no. That's enough to say about diamonds. Oh, and there are, remember correctly, even other stones that shine even, like, have a more beautiful shine than diamonds. Like they sparkle even more if you're like looking for that. And they're also cheaper. I forgot which stone that was too. Again, not a geologist, not a guy who's like selling jewelry or anything like that, but you know. Oh. So I could be very wrong. Of course. What else? As if I would ever be correct, but yeah. Oh, the next question is, when will I make this space a bit better? A good question. Then. You had correctly. Then is the answer. There's a spider on my roof. Oi. Thankfully you're peaceful during the day, but still. I could technically tell you a bit about trees and stuff, but actually technically that's wrong. I didn't pay much attention in the botany classes and lectures because I have like no interest in that. That was so boring. And sadly, it was mandatory. It was not like, okay, you can pick this subject or that subject. No. During the bachelor's, like, you have to learn this. And then during a master, for example, you're allowed to pick a different topic that actually interests you, which I did, and then I still ended up in a completely different place. It's fascinating. But yeah, I'm now doing my PhD in biology, in a completely different topic though. Thanks to that, I know a bit about science though, like here and there. Like, you know, don't drink bleach. If you need scientific, oh, hold up. Alright, sorry for the interruption. I just got interrupted myself. What was I saying? Oh, bleach. If you need a scientific degree to know that bleach is toxic for you, boy, I'm not sure if you will survive very long. Life is very dangerous for you in that case. Wouldn't recommend for you to, go out there. I mean, yes, I would recommend you to touch some grass, but maybe grass is toxic for you even in that case. Maybe you should read some stuff on the internet first before you touch some grass to make sure that you're prepared. That aside, yeah, I know some things about science. At least I pretend I do. I'm not necessarily smart or anything, I just, learned a thing or two over time and then pretend to know what I do and hope it's right. But everyone does that, I guess. And at some point you actually know everything, because at some point you just did it so many times and learned from so many mistakes that you just have to understand. So this is a tip from me to like everyone. Don't worry. If you think you're stupid, a lot of people do that. A lot of people really think that they are also stupid. Because they just don't know. They just really just don't know that everyone is stupid until they aren't. Oh, wait again. So many interruptions. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I do not live alone and I sometimes get this interrupted. Guess it's just one of these days where your privacy, nobody cares about it and everything. But well, these days exist. And hopefully once I'm done with my studying, I earn a little bit more to live on my own. But sadly, due to the high costs recently, with everything, inflation and whatnot, damn. And I can just sit here like most people and be like, well, I'm kind of powerless against this. What did I say? Oh, right, I was saying, don't worry about knowing less than others. If you continue with it, whatever you do, you will reach a point to constant like repeating, failing, trying, doing it yourself, not instead of just reading about it. That's a big problem, by the way, which I had to deal with, because like especially in your bachelor, you just read things, right? It's just read about this, read about that, but actually knowing what you do, nope, because you never do it. And then you get into lab for the first time for your lab course, and you're like, what am I, what is going on here? It's an experience. The moment you start to do things more often, or yourself, or just over time, encountering problems and solving them again, it doesn't matter if some other people are faster than you and figure it out. You will do it as well. It only matters if your superiors or your teachers or whatever demand of you that. In which case, yeah, it sucks, but you can't do anything against it. They have more power over you than you. But for yourself, I mean, it's annoying to deal with people who like demand of you to be fast at understanding things, but they will also just at some point not play any role in your life. When I was in school, I was okay in some subjects, better in others. English, for example, I wasn't really good at it. I was, at least like grade-wise, I got average grades, right? Not the best ones, not the worst ones. And I didn't really understand English properly. And then, look at me now. I'm here holding a stream in English. Right now. Damn. I think today was really bad day for streaming, huh? So many interruptions. But yeah, over time I also learned English. I'm still not the best at it, but I can understand it. And I can speak it, and kind of have to if I'm a scientist, because otherwise, you know, the international language in science is English. And I have to read papers, write papers in English. Not in French, thankfully. Not in Latin, thankfully. Not in German. That is a thing of the past. It used to be like that. Yes. Like, I think like before second World War, even like before the second one. So after the first one, still the main language in science was German. Then okay, I'm quite sure it was in German then. I'm quite sure this climate paper I talked about was in German then. But it wasn't German. The scientific language was German. And then I changed it to English after the Second World War. And before that it was, I think it was Latin. Can't remember. So yeah, but anyway, nowadays English. I had to learn English. I also had to learn Latin and French in school, actually, if I think about it, and I forgot both of them. So yeah. And boy, did I dislike French. Latin was like okay, I guess. It helped me learning new languages, because for some reason learning Latin, I don't know, it helped me learning other languages better. It helped me with the grammar of my own language, with German. I have no idea why, it just helped. But Latin itself is annoying to deal with. Still, Still much better than French. You can tell me what you want, but French is... Ugh. I've talked with French people about this. They say the same. Which just shows how annoying this language is. I mean, a language that basically goes, if you have an egg, it's written... What is it? Œuf. No, it's you call it œuf. And if it's multiple eggs, it's œufs. Okay. How do you write it? O-E-U-F. So in French, in the French alphabet, if you go through it, you will realize that the letter E in French is pronounced E. And we talk about œuf, you know, the eggs. Just using the alphabet, I'm speaking as like basically someone who only learned French in school and never did learn anything after that again, so I'm not an expert, but still. Just going by sound, you would think to write œuf you take the E, you know, Ö, and put an F behind. Why is there an O and a U? Now the plural, œufs. Alright, I take what I just said, the œuf. Put an S after this. Makes sense, right? No, the French are like, we would like to replace the F with a V, an E, and then we put an S. What? What? Yeah. I also regularly like to complain about English, because this happens a lot in English as well. But in French it's just so much more annoying. I can't deal with French, I'm sorry. I hate the language. Unfortunately, I have to say almost the same thing about French people on the internet, especially in video games. Wait, that's not the height. I wanted to get some iron, but that's higher. French people on video games, unfortunately, are, for whatever reason, German people as well, different, but as well, very toxic and unwilling to communicate unless you speak French. German people at least try to speak in English, but they are also very toxic in their own way. French people, nah. The moment, it's a funny thing, the moment I find, I have no idea why, the moment I find English speaking French people on the internet, they are decent people. It's like magic. Suddenly they both turn into good gamers or decent. Not necessarily good, because depends on the person. But at least they don't suck anymore. I don't know what sort of dark magic these English-speaking French people use, but it's clearly working, and a lot more French people should do that. Despite me also not really recommending English as a great language, because of weird pronunciation issues and an alphabet that doesn't, basically it doesn't always follow the way you write it, that's the pronunciation. Like, nothing against exceptions exist everywhere, in German as well, plenty. But they exist, and you know them. In English it feels like everything's an exception. And the rules only apply to like much less words than the amount of exceptions you have to that rule. I'm sorry, I'm always counting, I'm really stupid. And it's frustrating. And then still, just because to have good gamer French people, good gamers, and nice French people online, please learn English. It's weird, but that's just online stuff. That's like gamer stuff. No idea about basically other aspects of life of French people. I have not really talked with them. Only time I talk with French people is online. So I don't know how French are in real life. I'm not an expert. I might know things about like how does your kidney work? How does, I don't know, your brain, not okay, your brain is definitely not my kind of topic, but you know, how just basically everything has to do with your body. But if you ask me about like how are people in different countries, unfortunately I can't tell you a lot. I have spent too much time on studying science to, you know, instead of traveling around the world and learn about the world. Sadly, I wanted to, but you know, being a student for more or less the majority of my life, you know, from school and then university, I didn't really have much choice in deciding where to go. We did visit France though, like we did visit Paris and like my family, Paris and Disney World in Paris. But I was a child, so to me, Paris was very boring back then. I mean, yeah, we went to the Eiffel Tower, we went to the Louvre. As a child, it's not very interesting. I mean, I saw the glass pyramid and stuff, you know, at the Louvre. I saw the Mona Lisa. As a child, you don't care about that. I enjoyed Disney World or Land. I still isn't there like Disneyland and World? It's confusing. The one in France, basically, in Paris. I enjoyed that. But I was a child, so of course I would enjoy that. Other than that, I don't know really a lot about France. I I was there, and that's about it. That's about it. And after that, we never went there back. So actually getting to know people now that I'm a bit older, French people, I mean, is just online. Only online, and online, unfortunately, France has disappointed me. It's just, yeah, it's just how it is. I don't know why. It's just these are just experiences I can share. I don't know much about other people's. I mean, yeah, lots of other people also say the French are toxic, the French are bad on the internet. If so many people say this, I guess it's true. Not just for me, but for everyone. In which case, I can only say, dear French people, at least online, try to get better. This is something I also would like to say to Germans, by the way. They online, unless you speak German, then of course you speak German. They're your best friends. You're one of them, you know. I'm not one of those stinky French, for example. Wait, no, that's not right. But once they deal with other people, Germans can be very toxic online, and they can be very bad at video games while being toxic and thinking that they're the best. But that's just, you know, again, something that is not just me saying, but plenty of people. So, dear French, dear Germans, whatever, be nicer on the internet, thank you. As if I put up a sign that says, please talk to me now. Ah, well. What was today's progress other than... What did I want? Alright, let's take this and turn it into more coal. I probably need it. I definitely need it. There you go. Okay, okay. This one we can keep for now in this form. Okay. Ah, it's already an hour. Ah, but I had so many distractions today. Well, thankfully you can, if you watch this as a video later, you can just skip over this part. So this is today's excuse why I'm going to make it a bit longer. I mean, I found diamonds, that's good. I would like to have a bit more iron just in case. I don't know if I'm on the right height. This just from last time I remember that I found some here. And some lapis bluestone. I found some blue fancy stone. Ah, you know, maybe let's go deeper. Maybe there's iron down there, maybe there isn't. I don't know, but it's really changed in Minecraft. I haven't played it for long. So today's topic, some science, some French people, some Germans. Good day, good day. At least we found diamonds. This stone is a lot harder than normal copper, isn't it? It takes longer to just get rid of it. Let's take one more. Well, one more until another torch. Until I have to place another torch. Oh. Here I am making fun of Germans and French and I can't speak English properly. Oh, pain. Oh, nothing. That's sad. That is really sad. As you can tell, mining like this isn't very interesting, so I try to tell stuff. Let me think, maybe in the future. Now, one thing I have seen, because I did watch Minecraft videos and stuff like in the past few years, that people have like a super fast transport systems with water and everything and whatnot. I'm not a fan of that actually. Yes, it's fast, but I just really like minecarts in this game. I probably will just create a Minecraft track, mine track, but it's called thing. A train. Let's use that. My English bad. Very good. I will create a train from my base to this down to this level, or maybe multiple levels, and then see like if there are levels with like more. I remember there were levels that had like more minerals of this and more, or more a higher distribution of certain minerals in this game. Maybe create this and like go deeper and deeper, like a proper mine kind of. Although these they have a lift. Nowadays they have a lift. But still, create something like that for this mine, using materials from this mine, of course, and essentially probably just become completely underground, because I'm super bad at building houses, but I'm great at creating caves and mines and living spaces underground. I'm basically a dwarf in Minecraft. I don't know why, I'm just really, really bad at everything that's on like normal ground level, but put me in a hole in Minecraft and I become literally a dwarf. If there's a mountain, great. The mountain is my house now. I don't have to like build whatever this little hut that I built here. I just mountain, hole, gets a door, we're done. And from there, just the entire mountain becomes my home. However, this is a nice forest. Maybe I will, hopefully, this time put in some effort for once and, you know, build a nice place. I mean, we have a nice forest here. What are these ones called in Minecraft again? Pine? Is it? No. I mean, just spruce. Oh. Haha. Spruce. Okay, not pines. Is it pine cones that they have though normally? Ugh, whatever. English. English is my passion. A wise man once said. You know, dear creepers, if you explode, at least can you be less damaging to the environment? And or if you do this, come back later with like a group of building creepers to just fill up the hole, so that it doesn't look like this ugly whatever thing this is. We have foxes here as well. Oh my god. I read about them. I tried to like in a previous when I like played Minecraft a few years ago, I tried to like catch them and take them home with me, but not good at that. But maybe at least I know that foxes are live in this forest now. That's good. That's good. Maybe I can use them later. A jungle would be nice. A jungle would be nice. No idea if there's one. No idea. But if there is one, I was wondering why. Did I really forget this? Wow. They changed the Minecraft music. You can tell me what you want, but this is not the original one. It's also calm and soothing, but it's not the original one. I like it, but you know, is this a desert? If yes, that would be actually quite good, because that means sand, which means glass. Which also means that there might be a jungle nearby. Warm biomes attract warm biomes. Oh yeah, right, there's the forest with the mushrooms. The village is over there. I have plenty of things here around me. A very nice map. I still remember my first Minecraft map. Oh yeah, the chicken, right. I still remember that one. I spawned in the tundra, next to a river. And they built a little house there. With a small tower. To be able to like look around. That was many years ago. Almost nostalgic. But now I don't see any tundra, no snow. No snow. Otherwise I maybe build this again. Just because. That being said, the time is definitely up now, even with the breaks and interruptions. In which case, I go inside, because I'm afraid to be outside. In which case... Ooh, we have lots of coal now. In which case... I'm going to end here. I wish you all a good day. Good 2 days. 3 days. Right. Tuesday. Right, I remember. Now it's the long break. If Sunday and Monday. And I will stream again on Tuesday. Another hour. With or without interruptions. Maybe another topic. Maybe some more progress towards my dwarf mind. Whatever. And in the future, maybe even a nice, proper home that isn't underground. In this nice forest. Never. Also something I want to do in the future, of course. And of course the Ender Dragon. Fun fact. I've never defeated the Ender Dragon. I've never visited the end, in fact. So this is going to be a great adventure for me. And I hope everything will turn out nicely. So yeah, thanks for coming. And see you next time.